Hello and welcome again to another Word from the Word. Today's word is a word that I've only found in the Old Testament. So it's an old English word, but it really has a beautiful meaning. So I want to dig in with you on the word whit. W-H-I-T. Not sure I've ever heard anybody use it in a sentence, but we do find it in the King James Version in the verse John 7 and verse 23. Now, Jesus, just to give you a little background, has healed a man on the Sabbath, and the Pharisees are mad. They're really ticked because they're accusing Jesus of breaking the law. But Jesus is reminding them that he came to give life and life more abundantly. And to heal on the Sabbath wasn't breaking the law of God, but it was breaking a law that man had put into place. Because the Pharisees, they were all about keeping the law because they believed that was their righteousness. And they weren't real happy with Jesus that he had broken one of their laws by healing a man on the Sabbath. And Jesus is having this conversation, and apparently it got a little heated because Jesus says, "Are you angry at me because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day?" This man had been lame for 38 years, and the Pharisees could not see past the joy and celebrate with this man for his healing and the miracle. But instead, Jesus was being accused of being a law breaker, and they were ready to pounce. And in their eyes, this was more important to keep this law than it was for this man to experience this miracle of healing. But what I would like to draw your attention to is the word whit here. Jesus said, "I have made this man every whit whole." And if you study out the word whit, it means this: down to the smallest detail, the smallest iota, the tiniest particle that you can even imagine. This man was made whole. And a lot of times when we pray for people, we say from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And that is always true of the way that Jesus heals. Everything that God does, it's detailed down to the smallest particle and iota. So I want to challenge you, whatever your physical issue may be, whether it be pain or arthritis or disease, named or unnamed. It could be a cold or a cold sore. It doesn't matter. Jesus desires to make you every whit whole, down to the smallest iota. Because Jesus, he leaves nothing undone. He always finished, didn't he? He said on the cross, "It is finished." So some people believe, though, that unless you get a diagnosis and you can call it out by name, that you can't pray about it and that Jesus can't heal it. And I totally disagree, because Jesus probably healed more in this man that was even known, because after all, this man had not even walked for 38 years. So what do you need today? Trust Jesus to make you every whit whole, down to the smallest, tiniest iota. And that, my friend, is a word from the Word for us today. Blessings to you.